Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. And, I'm out here checking out the flock, and things are looking very well. But one of the things that I wanted to focus on was this. I just not introduced a new ram to the flock because you can't have ram continuously mating with its offspring. So you need to introduce some pure blood into the fold. So now this Katahdin ram right here will mate with all of these bad boys right here. What is it doing? What is it doing? So all of these right here, which are all females, will mate with this one ram right here. And it's amazing how polygyny is just built into the cake, because you don't need a whole bunch of rams to impregnate a bunch of females. All you need is one ram, and what he'll do is he'll go ahead and he'll mate all of them. It's just beautiful, and that's how it works. But you know what I'm noticing? And then I have one you over there. And you know what I'm noticing is that they pretty much stay away from the ram now because they don't know one another. I just now introduced him. They don't know one another, but eventually they will get to know each other. But the flock, they just don't jump into it. Just like looking at the goats, they just don't jump into it. They just don't say, well, he looks like me and he walks like me and he eats like me, so therefore it's automatically good. No, it just doesn't work that way. Even sheep know to give one another time, because although they all know one another, they don't know uh, uh, the new introduction. And so, word of the wise is that just because someone looks like you, act like you, eat like you, it doesn't mean that um, uh, you should automatically just uh, dive into any situation, uh, especially a situation that can be life changing. Because at the same time, if they don't feel comfortable around this ram, they're going to reject him. They're not going to allow him to mount. And so it just takes time. And so this is why it's so important to give things time, especially when it comes to dealing with people. Um, give it time. It will reveal itself. Um, it's just so important to learn these lessons. And as a shepherd, uh, watching these interactions and understanding how these things work, it's very important. It is very, very critical for you to understand and get uh, how these things work naturally, from a natural perspective. That's a female right there. And of course, they're all shedding their their hair. But it's important for people to understand how this thing works. Why isn't that she is rocking with all of the other uh, uh, flock? Because they're getting to know one another. Um, she's nice and big and healthy, and Uh, but yeah, this is how it works. Um, the guy recommended that they go together because they know one another. This one and that one right there, as opposed to them being alone. But this is how it works. Pay attention to people. Um, they'll slowly get acclimated to one another, but they pretty much standoffish at this point in time. You see how you see how they checking one another out. You see how she don't know her. She's like, what's going on here? Never seen you before. But that's how it works. Give things time; they'll pan out. But this is exactly how you need to deal with people. Just never just jump into a situation. Um, it's the concept of the herd mentality. Never have a herd mentality, because if you don't pay attention, I'm telling you, you'll get bent, you'll get took, and guess what? It's on you. Lessons learned. Shalom.